welcome back to another video. As you can probably tell by my voice, I have a cold right now. I've actually just come back from work. I'm not feeling the best at the moment. However, I really just wanted to film a video. Basically I'm going to be doing it all tomorrow, but I did just want to start it tonight because I wanted to show, hopefully, if all of my tips work how they normally do, how quickly you can turn around a cold or flu if you just do all of the things that your body really needs when you are just not feeling the best. So it is about 9 o'clock at night right now. I'm really hoping that I get a good night's sleep tonight and that my nose and head doesn't keep me up all night, because it's the worst thing when you're trying to fall asleep and every time you roll over your nose it's just like... Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to do all of my tips and all of the things that I try and do if I'm not feeling the best to hopefully just like get rid of the cold as quick as possible. So I hope you enjoy the video and get some tips out of it that hopefully you haven't heard of before. I feel like some of them are generic and some of them might be a little bit, you know, out of the ordinary. So I hope you learned something and I will see you in the morning. I've just come outside to stand in the sun because it is really cold this morning. I've woken up not that much better this morning. My nose is still really blocked. But I want to share my top 10 tips today to getting over a cold. So hopefully by the end of the day I will be feeling a bit better, or even I'll wake up tomorrow feeling a bit better. So getting straight on into it, my first tip is to, as soon as you wake up in the morning, first thing you do is to do oil pulling. Essentially it is just getting a tablespoon of coconut oil and putting it in your mouth, swishing it around for 20 minutes and then spitting it out. This just draws out so much bacteria from your mouth, because we do hold a lot of bacteria, good and bad, in our mouth. So by oil pulling you are just drawing all of that bad bacteria out. And then kind of like a second part to the first tip is to do tongue scraping, which sounds really gross. I'm not going to actually show me doing it because I just feel like it's really gross, but I'll show you what I use. It is basically just this little thing that you just kind of scrape down your tongue on, and you'll be surprised the amount of like stuff that comes off, and it's just like, it really shows you how much stuff that just sits on your mouth. So yes, my first tip is just to oil pull with some coconut oil. I literally just leave this coconut oil in my bathroom. I use it as a makeup remover as well. And after you do that, do your tongue scraping, and it just basically creates like a clean space for your mouth and just kind of really gets out all of the bad stuff that might have kind of like built up overnight. Before I eat anything this morning, I am just having a little like concoction I've made up. It's just some warm water, lemon, some turmeric. I put like a quarter of a teaspoon of turmeric in, and I'm just going to, and a little bit of cinnamon as well. And I'm just going to drink that. I usually just start my day off with like lemon water, like warm lemon water, but just because I want all of the extra goodness and all of the extra like anti-inflammatory things this morning, I decided to put some turmeric and some cinnamon in as well. So what you're going to need for the breakfast is 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, some almond milk or coconut milk, whatever you like to use. I just kind of eyeball it how much I want each day, some vanilla protein powder, some maca powder, mix that all together, then add some peanut butter. I've been having this breakfast a lot lately. I just feel like it fills me up really, really well. It tastes good and it's easy, quick, simple, all of that. Tip number 3 is having a hot shower. Now this isn't anything revolutionary or anything, but having a hot shower just completely clears up my nose and my head, so it always makes me feel so much better. And I find as much as I want to stay in bed and do absolutely nothing all day, I always feel better if I actually get up, have a shower, get into some fresh clean clothes, and it just makes you feel that much better, even if it's just like in your head, as in like mentally, and not even physically. I'm gonna have a shower, do a nice like skincare routine, wash my face, moisturize and all of that, and it just always makes you feel a little bit better. Alright, a little bit of a snack now. I'm just going to have an orange. Oranges are obviously just like a great way to get vitamin C, but I just kind of felt like something fresh and citrusy. So that is definitely my tip number 4, is to just eat all of the fruits. Your body is just needing some extra nutrients and everything while it's trying to heal. So yeah, tip number 4 is just to have as many fresh and whole foods that you can. Basically as much fruit and veg as you can get in you. Okay, I am showered. I am in actual clothes. I've actually got out of my pajamas now, so that feels good. I put on a little tiny bit of makeup just to make myself feel a little bit more just like better. I feel like if you're not feeling the best but then you put in some effort into your appearance, you just like makes you feel a little bit better. Anyway, I don't even know what number I'm up to. I think it's number 5, but my tip number 5 to just making yourself feel so much better, well, where is sun? Here we go, is getting some sun, just getting some vitamin D. It makes you feel so much better. So I'm just going to, oh my gosh, that's so bright. I'm just going to sit outside in the sun for a bit and maybe just do some reading or just like do some stuff on my laptop, do some editing, watch some YouTube, just catch up on all that kind of stuff. Just kind of have a bit of relax. It is my day off work, so I am just kind of taking it easy. I just want to sit in the sun for a little bit, and it does always make me feel so much better when I get sun, just, you know, anytime. But I feel like it just makes a difference when you're not feeling that good, just to also get some fresh air and not just stay cooped up inside all day. So I'm just going to sit out here and enjoy the beautiful weather. It is probably one of my favorite times of the day right now. The sun is just beginning to set. I have just decided to go out just for a little easy light walk. Maybe if I'm feeling up to it, just like a little bit of a power walk. But I'm basically just wanted to walk around my neighborhood and just get a little bit of light exercise. The next tip I wanted to talk about actually was the importance of not doing any strenuous exercise when you are not feeling the best or trying to get over a cold. Exercise is so beneficial for the body, as everyone knows, but you know, if your body is already run down, you don't want to be doing things like HIIT or like super strenuous exercise. How I see it is basically your body is trying as hard as it possibly can to try and heal you from, you know, the flu or the cold or whatever, and putting it under that stress which normally it can handle isn't great for it. But I still did feel like doing something. I have just kind of been sitting down the majority of the day, so I did just want to leave the house and just kind of get my body moving a little bit. But just getting a little bit of extra movement just makes you feel so much better. I've also actually, which I'm kind of regretting because it's annoying to carry around, but I just really wanted to finish it and get as many down as possible, but drinking water. And this one is oversaid so much, but it is oversaid for a reason, and that is just trying to drink as much water as possible just to flush out all of the toxins in your body. I have recently been trying to have about 4 liters a day, and this is 800 mils. So I find if I have 4 of these, and then also my drink that I have in the morning, and then usually a tea after dinner as well, that is around 4 liters. So I just wanted to carry this around as I walked and just trying to sip on it as much as possible. This is my 3rd one today, so obviously I've still got a bit to go. I've also just been listening to some music. Mamma Mia, actually, the new Mamma Mia soundtrack is incredible. I love the new Mamma Mia that's come out so much. So I've been listening to the soundtrack, and now I'm actually going to pop on a podcast as well because I love walking to podcasts so much. So I'm just going to walk around, drink some water, listen to a podcast, and just kind of get my body moving, but nothing that's going to stress it out or anything like that. I also wanted to mention that I love walking at this time of day so much because you can smell everyone's dinners that they're making. I mean, there's just something so like comforting walking past and smelling all the different dinners, and I don't know. I am back in my cozy robe because I hate being cold just anytime, especially when I'm sick. So I've just basically worn this the entire day other than when I went out. And I've just made myself some dinner. I don't even really know what to call it, kind of like just like a stir fry kind of thing. And basically what I did was just cut up a whole heap of vegetables. I cut up some zucchini, some carrot, some broccoli, cauliflower. I think that's all I use. I also fried some onion and some garlic for a little bit, mixed it all in together, and then in a separate bowl I added some tahini, some tamari and some water and made like a runny kind of sauce, and then mixed it all through. I also added a little bit of nutritional yeast, a little bit of like a vinegar, coconut vinegar, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I also have just put it on a bed of quinoa, and I also just toasted some sesame seeds and sprinkled that on top. And that is actually my next tip, is to, when you're trying to get better from a flu or from a sickness, is to basically have as many vegetables as possible. I try to just chuck in as much as possible here. Just warm foods like cooked veggies, I always feel like make me feel really good, and it's just filled with so much nutrients and so much good stuff for your body. So just having as clean meals as possible, cooking them yourself so you know everything that is in them, is just really good all time, but especially when your body is a little bit run down. Also, my camera is currently balancing on it, but I have been drinking my water. This is my 4th one today, so when I have this one finished, that is my goal done. It's funny how much I go to the toilet after drinking so much water. Like, I'm usually okay with drinking water, but I've just been basically peeing all day today. So that's good, but that just means that everything's flushing out. So anyway, I'm just gonna go relax on the couch in front of the TV and eat my dinner. Dinner is all done now. It was delicious. I'm currently sitting in front of the heater with Sex and the City. And as a little after dinner snack or dessert, I have made myself a turmeric latte, which I actually just made on almond milk and then used a little turmeric latte packet mix, but basically it's just turmeric, cracked pepper because that makes it so that the turmeric can absorb into your blood, cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla bean powder, and then that's about it. So I just made that up on the stove and added a little bit of honey for the antibacterial properties as well, and then I've also just got some medjool dates that I picked up from the store today. My next tip is to drink turmeric lattes, because turmeric is such a good anti-inflammatory. Even when I'm not sick or anything, I like to add turmeric and into everything and have turmeric lattes, because I do feel like it's just great for my skin and just great for my health overall. But I do like to just up my dosage of it when I'm not feeling the best. But anyway, I'm just going to sit, enjoy my dessert, enjoy these juicy dates, and just have a really early night. And then my last tip for getting over a cold or a flu really quickly or as fast as possible is to get rest, which is in no way a new idea. It's probably the most common thing people say to you if you are, you know, not feeling the best, but it honestly makes the world of difference. Make sure you are in bed nice and early. I like to at least leave about an hour before I want to fall asleep, so that when I'm not on my technology or not on screens and I just go to bed, read a little, I might have like a sleepy tea or something, just to make sure that I fall asleep nice and early. I'm hoping to probably, what's the time now? It's about 7:30, so I'm hoping to probably be in bed by about 8:30, and then I'm just going to read my book for about half an hour and then hopefully get a really early night. So then in the morning, fingers crossed, I wake up feeling a lot better. So anyway, that is all of my tips on how to get better if you're not feeling the best and got a bit of a cold. I really hope you have enjoyed this video and found it somewhat entertaining and maybe even learnt a couple things. I know a lot of them aren't exactly new ideas, but I do hope you have enjoyed. So yeah, I really hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.